One of the main features of the language, I say so fully in jest, is that it allows you to have the file extension to be an emoji or the fire emoji, which is one of the first emojis used as a file extension I've ever seen in my life. And then you ask yourself the question, why in the 21st century are we not using Unicode for file extensions? It's an epic decision. I think clearly the most important decision you made, but you could also just use Mojo as the file extension.
Well, so take a step back. I mean, come on, Lex. Do you think that the world's ready for this? This is a big moment in the world, right?
We're releasing this onto the world.
This is innovation.
I mean, it really is kind of brilliant. Emojis are such a big part of our daily lives. Why is it not in programming?
Well, and like you take a step back and look at what file extensions are, right? They're basically metadata, right? And so why are we spending all the screen space on them and all this stuff? Also, you have them stacked up next to text files and PDF files and whatever else. Like, if you're gonna do something cool, you want it to stand out, right? And emojis are colorful, they're visual, they're beautiful,
Yeah.
right?
What's been the response so far from is there support on like Windows on operating system in displaying like File Explorer?
Yeah.
Can
The one problem I've seen is that Git doesn't escape it right.
Uh-huh.
And so it thinks that the fire emoji is unprintable, and so it like prints out weird hex things if you use the command line Git tool. But everything else, as far as I'm aware, works fine. And I have faith that Git can be improved. So I'm not
GitHub is fine.
GitHub is fine. Yeah, GitHub is fine. Visual Studio Code, Windows, like all this stuff, totally ready because people have internationalization in their normal part of their paths. So this is just like taking the next step, right? Somewhere between, oh wow, that makes sense. Cool. I like new things, to, oh my God, you're killing my baby. Like, what are you talking about? This can never be. Like, I can never handle this. How am I going to type this? Like all these things. And so this is something where I think that the world will get there. We don't have to bet the whole farm on this. I think we can provide both paths, but I think it'll be great.
When can we have emojis as part of the code, I wonder?
Yeah, so I mean, lots of languages provide that. So I think that we have partial support for that. It's probably not fully done yet, but yeah, you can do that. For example, in Swift, you can do that for sure. So an example we gave at Apple was the dog cow.
Yeah.
So that's a classical Mac heritage thing, and so you use the dog and the cow emoji together, and that could be your variable name. But of course, the internet went and made pile of poop for everything.
Yeah.
So if you want to name your function pile of poop, then you can totally go to town and see how that gets through code review.